Is there an end game for high-end audio? You don't get asked that very often. It comes to us from Alan in Germany. And Alan writes, is it possible to build a perfect hi-fi system so that the equipment doesn't stand in the way between me and the music? If so, is it possible that the cost of such a system can decrease over time so that everyone on Earth can eventually afford it? Well, that's a good question. I don't have the prescience. The crystal ball is not clear enough to tell what's going to happen in the future. But what I can tell you is we are one long, long way away from that. High-end audio today is the best music reproduction systems in the world. And whether you're buying our, hundreds of dollar Sprout integrated or, equipment like this, that's high performance, high-end stuff, regardless of what you're buying, it's come so far from the days, even a decade or two ago, that it's stunning. And yet, we are so far away from believability. It still sounds like a stereo system. It still does not sound like musicians and orchestras are in the room, in the same way that a television doesn't look like there are actually things happening. We don't have three-dimensional televisions. We have those silly glasses that you can wear and you get the impression or the illusion of 3D. And some people have that at home, some people do it at the theaters. And it can look kind of real, but you're in a theater, you're watching a TV, and you're listening to a stereo system. So yeah, I don't know the answer because I would sincerely doubt that within my lifetime we're going to see strides that far away. Maybe. I would predict that in my lifetime we will have true three-dimensional television. If the world don't blow up, and we don't all kill ourselves, and the planet cools down, and we do all the things that we need to as responsible citizens in this society to make sure that there's a place for our kids and their kids to grow up in that's healthy and safe. If we can get past all of that, I think as technology marches on, we will have, in the next 20 years, true three-dimensional television. Now, here's my hope. Because I believe that, and by that I mean, imagine in your living room, people walking around as if they're actually in your frickin' living room, and you see a set and you're, on a spaceship, whatever's happening. That it's like, wow, I'm actually here. I think we can do that. I've seen ideas, plans, drawings for things that potentially could do that. It uses lasers. Now, imagine that is taking place. Well, I think audio might be trivial compared to the technology required for that. And you're going to have three-dimensional sound in order to pull that off. So that's our best hope. If the television scientists, physicists, and engineers who are really on the cutting edge can do all of that, I bet they can do three-dimensional sound that would fool you. I mean, I've heard things, headphones that know, the position of your head, and I've heard things that are pretty close. They're clunky, but they're close. So technically it is possible. We're just a few miles away from that right now. Great question. Thanks for letting me into your house. I'll talk to you tomorrow.